Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Center. Today we have an Oppo Find X5 Pro that is not responsive at all. So David is here with us to do the repairs and the replacement service. So let's go. So we're gonna do another screen replacement without turning off the device because it's nearly impossible without us accessing the internal battery and detaching it physically from the connector to the main board. So we're gonna do this carefully. We're gonna remove the back cover. The back cover seems to be in good condition, so extra care will be observed when removing this part. It's gonna take a long time because I think this is made up of glass. When the back cover is made up of plastic, they can bend and you can safely bend them at a certain angle. This one, it's just a rigid piece of glass, so we're gonna try to cut through the adhesive to let it go. We're gonna put that to the side and we're gonna focus our attention on the daughter board at the bottom of the device. So you have Oppo smartphones with connectors located on the corner of the whole layout. So you can see here, we're gonna pry that off. And then we're gonna try to attach the connector from the replacement display, which is brand new, and try to turn on the smartphone. I think we haven't turned this on, so maybe it's gonna turn. It's gonna show us something right away, and it did. So we haven't really shut down the smartphone properly. So upon replacing the display, you can see that it's working. The cameras, the back camera is working and the front as well. So I think it's safe to say that we can now proceed to our main disassembly. It's looking really good with a new display. One way of making your device look brand new again is by replacing the display. Only if it's broken though. Just don't replace it because you want it. I think that's gonna be wasting resources. This is a good opportunity for us to see how to replace smartphone's display if you can't really shut it down. So now we know that you can just safely go around it by just opening up the device and testing the new display. With the replacement display working, we just shut it down properly through the touch screen. Now we're gonna disassemble the parts that we need to remove, since upon removing this display, the connector goes through a slot on the main chassis, so we have to make it free before we remove the display. And I think the most challenging part of this repair is removing the main front display. So this has taken David a lot of time, although you can't really tell from this video because we already fast forwarded it 500% and cut some parts off. So you can see there's really a big struggle with adhesive on the front display. Just slicing it through. We don't really need to be careful in preserving the front display because we're gonna replace it anyway, but you still have to be very careful because the shards of glass can just fling out and make you go blind. It's a worst case scenario. That's why David is wearing protective gear like this glove and putting the glass shards away in terms of trajectory. You have to put that away and you don't just put it near your eye to minimize the risk. We're going to remove the old adhesives in the front of the housing. I'm going to clean it off. And now it's time for us to replace some portion of this housing with our own liquid glue. I think there's still some adhesives left, but just to make sure that it's not gonna fall, the replacement display cannot fall off after this repair, we have to put our own adhesives. We're gonna align it and then make sure that the camera is clean. Camera lens is clean. Sometimes the glue can go through the camera glass, which is a disaster because you have to undo everything. Unless you don't really take a lot of selfies, that's gonna be non-issue. But David here is a perfectionist, does everything the right way, and I think we're done here. So if you had the same issue with your Oppo Find X5 Pro or your other smartphones, if you have an iPhone or a Samsung, David can help you out. He has done a lot of repair sessions with a lot of smartphone manufacturers and models, so just visit us. If you have any questions, you can consult David on what to do with your broken device, and he will make it brand new. Look at him, very smug looking, very confident. So thanks for joining, guys. See you next time. Be happy. Cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.